checking in. Sports Corner from the 216. Welcome to another live show. Well, you already know the conversation is real. We talking basketball because you know them Cavs just made it to the NBA Conference, Eastern Conference Finals. We got the Guardians playing tonight. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Of course, them Browns, like I say, they leaving us in the air. Got us guessing what's going on. But like I say, this is Sports Corner from the 216 with your boy Ricky D. Let's get it cracking. I used to be in the club. I used to be in the club kicking it. But you know is from experience. To have fun while you're young, that's a scam. Don't fall for it. For you young people out there, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. But just asking around. Just asking around. Do you notice anything different? If you do, leave a comment. We on Facebook, Sports Corner from the 216 Facebook page. We over on TikTok Live. And of course, we on YouTube Live from the 216. We just got over the playoff basketball weekend. y'all probably heard that in the background. Yeah, I got the game on. Them boys OKC against them Spurs, 1-2. The Cavs whooped on Detroit though last night. Y'all know I'm about to get into that. Cause the Cavs, the way they faltered in game 6, I was like, man, what is going on? What is going on with my Cavaliers? Sports Corner from the 216, man. Live on YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like and subscribe, share, whatever, man. Go find some clips. Let's get this thing moving, man. You already know. But yeah, man, the Cavs whooped on them boys last night. The Indians, like I say, they on a 2-game winning streak. What's the score with them right now? They up 2-1 against guess who? Detroit. we on Detroit ass for the weekend, for the week. You already know. OTAs start tomorrow, I think. I think all the players, I don't think it's mandatory yet, but it's all players report meeting back up. But the playoffs, you got 1 and 2, you got 3 and 4. But 3 and 4 in the East been playing like the Knicks and the Cavs series gonna be another good one. This Spurs and the OKC might be a good one too, because it's 1-2. You know what I'm saying? But over the weekend, the biggest winner was the Cavs because it's almost like they found themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like they finally got it. They played with an identity. They didn't just play ball. They had an identity, and I seen it. And Atkins, if you hear this, man, continue to do what you did the last game. Of course, the players, y'all do what y'all did also. But yeah, man, I think I got the line set up so y'all can wait, hold up this phone. Yeah. So we only chatting today. Hit me up live on the chat. I was gonna say you could call in 216-716-3005. I still supposed to be getting a new number. I'm trying to find out which company I'm trying to decide rather which company works best with what I'm doing with the software that I'm equipped with. But yeah, man, Cavs in advance to the conference finals for the first time since 2018. That's a minute. That's almost a decade ago. But yeah, man, we doing live chat. Chime in, man. Chat. We over on Sports Corner from the 216 Facebook page. I'm about to share it on. I'm gonna share the YouTube. Share this puppy on Facebook. I'm gonna put him over on Twitter too. My Twitter, my ex follow ain't really all that up. It ain't growing. Here we go with this. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna have to share the Sports Corner page. Phones everywhere. This the thing about live. See, I could just record the show because, like I say, the clips really would go viral. But y'all need to tune on in, man, on this live so y'all can chime in. But yeah, we chatting live. Give me some hot takes, man. We over on we social media it out, but we looking for promo packages. If you need a promo package, send a DM to Sports Corner, Sports C216 podcast. New business email on the way. So everybody tuning in tonight, man, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and drop the city you live in the chat right now. But tonight's episode is brought to you by, of course, none other than Bavaria's Clothing Collection, streetwear with elegant appeal, premium fashion, designed for the culture while delivering luxury energy. Follow Bavaria's Clothing Collection today for exclusive drops, premium apparel, and new releases. Support brands that support independent sports media. That's Bavaria's Clothing Collection. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Yeah, just moving on, though. Them Cavaliers, man, they battling, man. The intensity about to turn up. I think we play tomorrow night. It was another weekend because they had me. I was disappointed though at the home. They should have took that at home, but they made up for it in Detroit. They made up for it, but Donovan stepped up. It's Donovan team, man, but it was a team performance last night. Evan stepped up. Of course, Allen. Anytime Allen have a good game, we winning for sure. But I feel like if they could keep that intensity they had last night, they could win. I could see them winning the championship. And nah, Donovan ain't playing. He actually been playing horrible basketball, but he played good enough last night. But Mobley is the one who made the difference. I mean, Allen, excuse me. But Mobley was balling too. Let me pull up these stats real quick. Let's see what these numbers looking like. Okay, that's what it was. Jenkins was their highest scorer. Mitchell had 26. He was on his we was horrible for the line though. We missed out on almost 15 points, I think, last night from the line. Bull crapping. They won the block. We won the steals. We had more assists. That's where we was killing them at too. We was smacking them on them assists too last night. We beat them up on the boards. They had more blocks, but we only had 11 turnovers. That was the game. That was the deciding factor right there. And we shot 50% from the field. We was only 63 from the free throw. We was about the same from the we was about the same from the defensive. But yeah, man. Let me see what Mobley had. They're not letting me pull this up. Okay, Mobley. Okay, Mobley had a double double, 12 and 21. He had 6 assists. He filled up the stat sheet again. Matt Strus ain't really scored, but he be playing hella D. Allen had 23 points. See, Allen got to rest early in the game too, because he was doing them in the beginning. 7 rebounds. Harden only had 9 and 6, but he only shot the ball 10 times. He was over 6 from the three. It sure wasn't Harden. Donovan and Harden played the most minutes, him and Mobley. Donovan had 8 assists and 26 points with 6 rebounds. Oh, Merrill was the one. He had 23 points. That's what I said in the beginning, man. Before this series even started, the Cavs, somebody off the bench got to step up every night. Like every game, rather, somebody got to step up. If not, it's gonna be ugly. You know what? I don't even think I got my chat on for YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. So if you over on YouTube, try to hit me with a chat. I don't think I got it on. If not, join me over on TikTok, and we on Facebook, Sports Corner from the 216 Facebook page. Like I say, we live over on TikTok. Don't do me like that. But yeah, Allen was the difference maker last night. Make sure this volume ain't up. Okay. But hey, this series and that game last night proved that the Cavs took a step forward. I feel like they showed a lot of toughness, man. I really believe I feel like they showed a lot of toughness last night. You know, Evan Mobley might have, the playoffs is where you build your what you would call your brand. That's what really gets you. Even though he's been labeled as a unicorn, the dude got talents. Like he could play off. He was bringing the ball up. If Mobley can play like that, man, Mobley I keep telling you, keep that confidence, boy. But he reaching that superstar level. I see it coming. Just get stronger. All y'all doing is learning, and between me and you, man, get that get that get that line up together, bruh. But my thing is, throughout the playoffs, I want the Cavs to shoot more high. That's another reason they won. They took more high percentage shots. Let me get back to these stats real quick. Let me see 3-point field goals. 9, 15, 21. They still took about 30 3-pointers, man. That's my thing. All them threes is not where it's at. And in playoffs, the coaching is always the heart of the team. If the coach ain't putting the right players in, he not saying the right things to the players. Sometimes they could lose their spirit. So, but the biggest thing when it comes to playoff basketball over my years are always, knowing a little bit about it. It's more the substitutions. Like if you're not subbing right, if you're not putting the right people in, taking the right people out, man, it can be a long game. And New York balling, but like I was listening to earlier, people was like that rest could be good or it could be bad. Hopefully it don't it's bad for the Knicks. And we got that intensity. Keep that intensity. I think we play tomorrow. Let me make sure. Yeah, we play tomorrow at 8. And we basically got the same record. We 52-30, they 53-29. So we basically got the same record. So it's an even matchup. But if I had to say who was under the most pressure, I say it's Donovan. Donovan Mitchell got to stay consistent, like because he been very inconsistent throughout these playoffs. This is the round where consistency matters. Consistency always matters, but this the one where it's gonna count. And of course, James Harden, because he the vet on the team, he the true vet, the skilled player, and like they were saying earlier, I forgot guy's name. He a national reporter, but he was saying that for Harden to still attract the defense that he does at this point in his career, that's a plus. So, because if you leave, if you get Harden too much space, or he can hurt you. Harden can still hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, the pressure, Mobley keep growing. That's all the pressure he really got on him is he just got to show he's still growing. You know what I'm saying? He still want it. They just got to lock in, man. The Cavs got to lock in, get this going. You know what I'm saying? Front office. The only thing they worrying about right now is if Donovan gonna sign that new contract, which they can't. They ain't gonna probably offer till like the end of July. LeBron might come back. Don't trade nobody because that last game, that last series, they grew a lot. At one point, I was ready to trade. Just add on, man. Hopefully, it's LeBron, just because, and that gives somebody like Tyson something to learn from in his position. Because I didn't know Tyson was as much as a hothead as he is. Tyson a hothead on the low, but that energy is needed also. That's why he played with the intensity that he does. Nah, I see. But yeah, man, don't trade, man. It's a win-win situation going on for us. But if you in the chats, you know, I'm about to leave where I'm at. Respond to this chat comment. Are the Cavs true championship contenders? I just gave y'all the stats. Like I said, you could try texting before you call in what has impressed you the most about the Cavs playoff run. The fact that they stay resilient because they really wasn't impressing though. Not me for sure, but they showed growth, which is impressive. So I'm cool with that. But it finally looks like the team believes in themselves though. That's the whole thing. They look like they believe in themselves right now. So keep believing, y'all, and let's go, man. Let's keep going. Like y'all can change the whole vibe of how people feel about this current Cavs team because the Guardians gonna always have everybody heart. Baseball, that's America's sport. The football might be booming, the Cavs might be winning, but when it comes down to it, it's all about them. Look, they the oldest of all of them, 1901. But yeah, they in first place, only about 2 games in front of Chicago. They playing Detroit tonight. Last time I checked, they was winning 2-1. Yeah, it's still 2-1, bottom of the fourth. But like it's so early in the season for the Tribe. But my thing with them is the offense needs to get more consistent. You know, Jose ain't really getting his, and the only reason Jose ain't getting the respect that he really deserves because he respected in his local region. But the national media, it's the contracts. Like I think they feel like he too friendly. But some people feel like that's a person that's saying, I got more than enough. So every time I sign a new contract, I still got more than enough. So and he loved where he been at. Like he don't want to relocate. It's probably where he gonna live the rest of his life. He always traveling, but this is his home now. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest thing that I want to see with him is with the Indians, the Guardians themselves, is to create that youth movement like the Browns do. Like the best young players y'all got, put them in the lineup. Of course you're gonna throw Ramirez, a couple of other vets, maybe keep Quan in there, but move him somewhere else in the lineup. Put Delata, Trezana, Rocio. I'll be saying his name funny. The Martinez kid, but the younger players are the ones who should be getting the most playing time. The pitching to come along. If you got good bats, the pitching going because now the pitching is don't feel like everything falls on them. You get what I'm saying? If they know they offense, the bats is working and it's runs and it's longer innings to get a arm time to rest. You know what I'm saying? That's what the pitchers. That's the only reason. If your offense ain't working in baseball, your pitcher gonna get burnt out because he throwing so many pitches trying to win the game. You know what I'm saying? But youth movement, all the young players deserve an opportunity to showcase. And I feel like Vote should go at least 1 month with a young lineup, see where that go. Like give them an opportunity, win, lose. Now if it just get to just going downhill like fast in a hurry, then you got to do what you got to do. But I feel like try that youth movement. You know, it's too early, man. But get them youth, man. Early season, it's still early. Get them youth a chance, man. And the division gonna be ours. I'm telling you. And then they gonna get that experience. It could be 95 all over again with them young boys. We need them young boys. We need them young boys playing for real. But I feel like this team has a lot of resilience though, because they going through some hard times. They just showed it plenty of times. We had the longest winning streak. We That was a few years ago, about five. That when we won the 26, that was a while ago. But then last year we came from so many out of first place to winning the division. We was the first team to do that. And when we won, man, we should have. I ain't gonna say should. I don't like to use the word should, but that one it was a couple times that the championship was right in our hands. The World Series, especially the one year when we was playing Chicago, man, and then we had the rain. That was the year the Cavs won the championship, man. Cleveland would have been, man. Just wait until the Browns win big. Browns make it to get a home playoff game is going down. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Cavs I mean, the Guardians gonna make the playoffs, or what moves do you feel like they should make before the All Star break? When All Star, like middle of June, July somewhere. Yeah, let's go. But Sports Corner, just to let you know, man, Sports Corner from the 216 is also sponsored by local businesses supporting independent media. Want your business advertised live? Because we live every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube and other streaming or social media platforms. But we are guaranteed on YouTube. So like and subscribe on YouTube. If you don't go nowhere else, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. But we advertising. We got slots for you. This could be your slot right now. Advertising spots are available for restaurants, clothing brands, fitness companies, barber shops, car dealerships, streaming services. Shout out to my streaming service, community organizations, that's nonprofits, um, charitable organizations. You know, message Sports Corner from the 216, wherever you at. That's on social media, you know, email sportsc podcast at outlook.com. New email coming. But yeah, man, grow your brand from 216. Don't just you don't have to just be from the 216, but I would prefer for you to be a local business because we coming from the 216 and we want to introduce the world to what the 216 has to offer. But moving on, man, you know, I already know my favorite, as y'all can see. But I'm Cleveland. Hey, Cleveland Browns, man. The Browns off season workouts are about to be in full effect. They starting soon. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Okay, they do start tomorrow. This is the first. Tomorrow will be the first of three scheduled OTA sessions for the 2026 off season. So we're gonna be it's OTAs from the 19th to the 21st. They come back the 26th to the 28th, and then June 2nd to the 5th. Mandatory mini camp starts June 9th to 11th. Now that's mandatory. Yeah, that's mandatory. But I say, but I need to see, but is like a virus to the media world. Hey, I remember when I was going to broadcast school, my teacher, Miss Maggie used to always be like, is like kryptonite. That's like your kryptonite. They always be like, I say I done been working on saying but now I say but a lot. And I done had somebody in my life tell me like you always say but because you know but kind of softens the if because you know sports, especially sports talk, is all about what if. So maybe a but is more like a what if anything. But yeah, man. Anyhow, man. Offensive expectations. What are your? You shouldn't set expectations, but what do you want to see the Browns offense do? To me, I feel like the youth movement is really kicking in. It's just we got. I can't wait until they finally say who the quarterback gonna be, so we can really look at this offense and kind of have a visual of where they going. Like me, preferably, I want Shador because of the youth, the long term. I got a Watson jersey, so it ain't that I'm against Watson. I'm just also a logical person, and logically, it's Shador's job to lose. But at the same time, Shador got to do more because even if he do good enough this year to hold on to the job and Watson gone, hopefully we have a good enough record to where we not even really in that quarterback discussion of because if you don't get one of them top quarterbacks, I like the top 10. If you're not drafting in the top 10 to get you a quarterback, the rest of them be like a hit or a miss. You get what I'm saying? Most of them do, even if they first round, because there's plenty of first pick quarterbacks that didn't make it. But Shador got to get on his shit because you got the Taylor and Green dude. Like, you get him a whole year of working with, what I'm saying, people like the offensive coordinators and learning the NFL, starting to learn how to read defenses and such. He might be your biggest threat. You get what I'm saying? So the quarterback development thing is real. Taylor Green could challenge Shador for that franchise quarterback. But there I go saying, but at the same time, that's adding value to that quarterback room. So boom, Shador get a year of experience. You know, Watson go on off and figure out what he gonna do with the rest of his career. But at the same time, they giving Watson a lot of talk because something happened over the weekend but the thing with Watson is he already a high paid player. So if he and his contract coming to an end, so if he shine, now you gotta play with your books again. That's why it's like, man, damn, Watson, you made it hard. Not intentionally, but them injuries over the years. And then when you did get the opportunity, you wasn't doing what you needed to do. But of course, even with a young offense, our defense is one of the best. And then they added some key pieces to that. You get what I'm saying? The rookies, the wide receivers probably gonna be before the season over with. They're gonna be 1 and 2. Judy gonna just be that vet. Bond gonna come do his deep threat. Then because you got Fanning at the tight end or offensive weapon, what they like to say. Because I just read somewhere they say Monken don't like tight ends. He's basically just a offensive weapon. We got the linemen. So out of them rookies that we drafted, at least 3 to 4 of them I could see starting this year. And with all this new energy coming in, I could see us really being contenders too, consistently. Especially once they get the quarterback situation together. Once they get the quarterback situation together, I could see it, man. But yeah, them OTAs about to start. And I could see KC Concepcion probably having the biggest impact as a rookie because he's a playmaker. That's why he got drafted before Boston. Because if we would have drafted Boston first, KC probably wouldn't even been there. And then I was watching this one video about how Boston, the way he uses his feet with his break off, so they're gonna have to work on Boston feet because that shit did look kind of a little strange when you watching it from a analytic view. I'm like, ooh, that did look a little odd. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we continue to have an elite defense, man, the offense has time to grow into it. You get what I'm saying? Then the D line, You got Mike Hall. He a year removed from like he was playing. We got Mason Graham. Um, we picked up another D lineman. We got Mike Collins coming back. Of course, we got Miles. We got Alex Wright just signed a contract. Our D line is powerful. We probably need another linebacker to throw in there. But I think they picked up a linebacker in free agency. The defensive backfield looks the Browns can be that team that go from zero to hero. Like I've been telling people, like man, they was 5-12. They could be 12-5. The average Cleveland media person giving them 8 to 9 wins. Some people that's continuously doubters only giving them 6. I don't see how they only giving them 6 and they won 5 last year when they could have won more, but they didn't improve the team. The only thing that can stop them from not having a way better record than last year is if the coaching ain't working right, or we just don't get we don't get the quarterback play we need. 'Cause that's who the most pressure gonna be on. Like, yeah, of course the quarterback, whoever the quarterback is, but the coaching is what's gonna be micro. Like people gonna be micro side. Like that's gonna be telescope. Like we checking everything out. I know that's how I am. But the offense, man, if the offense can get us 21 to 28 points a game, like a good average like that, and take some of that pressure off the defense gonna do their thing. And man, we mess around and be the. You can't get a new coach, but he might be he might win the new coach of the coach of the year. But keep building, man, on this youth movement because the Browns gonna surprise a lot of people this year. And if you had to pick a record out there, those that's paying attention, would you what what is a realistic record for the Browns? Yeah, I just put that question on the TikTok chat. What's a realistic record for the Browns? Because all we just waiting on the quarterback. Like people that's kind of fans of the Browns, we just we just waiting on that quarterback. Who gonna be is this gonna be Shador? Is it gonna they gonna try to see if Watson can make it happen again? Or will Dylan I've been leaving Dylan out. Dylan's still a NFL quarterback. You get what I'm saying? So hey, somebody gotta step up. But that's all it is. Once we get that quarterback, then we could just talk about the actual team gelling and you know what I'm saying. And because I feel like they really didn't put something together over these last couple of years through free agency, what we had in the draft. Man, the Browns are a whole nother team. But don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. We over on Twitch. Of course, I'm right here on TikTok too right now. We over there on X, and we also over on Kick. So if you really into streaming, we about to be really on them stream Twitch, Kick. Yeah, it's going down. We about to be everywhere like Geico. Is that ain't that's the one who said? No, Geico. It's one of them though. But yeah, man, national the playoffs tonight. We got the Spurs playing the OKC right now. What's the score? Oh, it's still early. 11-3. One versus two. You got the boy Shea Kilders Alexander. He won the MVP. Bought all his homies, the players, the big boy AP, trench coats, the Burberry trends. They all got new iPhone. He just gave them a whole little package. That's how you support your players that help get you the MVP. It's like my dude say, man, royalty through loyalty. Royalty through loyalty. But see, there I go talking about butt again. Hey, the most dangerous team for real, if they keep playing like they played last night, can't nobody stop the Cavs. Point, I don't care. Mitchell, you under pressure, man, to perform. We need you to play team ball. We need Allen and step up. We need Mobley. Hard, you just do hard, man. Try to draw you some fouls or whatever. Get you some fouls or something, man. Yeah, related through loyalty. But yeah, man. Boston, they the biggest disappointment because that's who we supposed to be playing right now, not New York. But they leaked it. You know, that's the big talk of the day because they leaked that ad. I wonder how many people went and bet Detroit because they thought they weren't gonna go with this so-called script. But hey, the Cavs whooped that. And my boy Struce, he stepped up to the plate. He ain't scored a lot of points, but overall he over exceeding expectations based on what people feel he is as a player. We locked in. I think other than Mitchell and Harden, but that's money. If we don't sign them, we got money. So the team that look like it need to build right now is Minnesota. The Cavs locked in. The boy OKC, they set for about the next 5 years. The Spurs, they up and coming, but I ain't really checked out they whole like lineup and expiration days. All I know is they got the Wimbiana, the one young kid with the dreads, and the one little point guard dude that came from Sacramento. Then they trying to get me to talk about the MVP of the major league. Man, it's too early to be talking about the goddamn MVP race in the Major League Baseball. But the biggest teams under pressure is the Tigers, man. We beating up on another Detroit team, the Guardians. Let me see, check that score again. Yeah, they whooping on them. They whooping on Detroit 4-1. It ain't really no division races going on right now. I'm just going through my little notes right here. The Mets probably the worst because they in last place. In other NFL news, though, you got Aaron Rodgers then finally signed for 1 year, 25 million. Of course, it's always rookie development. But the teams in the NFL, I feel under the most pressure is Kansas City because they had a terrible season. The Bills keep getting there and can't get over the hump. And of course, Green Bay always hyped up. I had to include the NFC team. But out of the teams, the offseason moves, I still feel like Mike Evans to San Fran was a good move because now the quarterback for San Fran, Purdy, he got him a big target. He didn't have some good receivers, but he ain't never had no big target like Mike Evans. But like my boy say, man, it's related through loyalty. Y'all need to go get some of that RTL apparel. Look him up on Instagram. But before I get up out of here, I want y'all to know this segment is sponsored by supporters of Sports Corner from the 216. Thank you to everyone supporting this real sports talk. Follow me, the show, on Facebook, YouTube, audio coming soon to Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, TikTok, we here right now. Instagram, we might be there next week. Twitch, X, and newly partnered Kick. And remember, this is Cleveland Sports Talk for the fans, man. For the fans. Step in, give your opinion, man. Let me. What's your thoughts, SC216? But before I actually leave, man, I got a couple things I want y'all to think about until the next episode. Which Cleveland team has the brightest future? That's one question. Do you think the Cavs are closer to a championship than the Browns? I'm going to answer that one now. I'm going to say yes because they're in the Eastern Conference series right now. So, of course, they're closer. But, yeah, man, Cleveland basketball is back, man. We in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, they playing. And y'all already know the biggest athlete who also has the ownership in the Cavs right now, Myles Garrett. You already know. You already know. But let's go Cavs, man. And it's your boy, Ricky D, checking out Sports Corner from the 216, the podcast.